Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? It's a fine and dandy Tuesday afternoon. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Busy day, busy day, busy week, busy week. Stream Elements bot is online. That's good. That's good. So what's everyone been up to? What has everyone been up to? Everyone been productive this week? I have. I've had printers running. I know it doesn't look like it, but I've been printing things. I've been doing things with my printers I should have done for a while. I finally printed a poop emoji. Look at that. Look at that. That is some high quality material right there that's being extruded. Oh, I also printed the stuff for this Saturday. So, what we're doing this week. It's Tuesday. We got a few odds and ends things. We got to put the other camera in the LDO V2. My 18mm proper pins showed up. So we're going to play with the Prusa first. Get that set up. But this Saturday, what we're doing Saturday, we're doing the Hedemames this Saturday. So for those that don't know, Vector Finesse, I guess they're a company. I guess that's what the company's called, Vector Finesse. They have a design for headphones that is you print them. So you use, obviously electronics off the shelf, and then you print the bodies. So they have the Hedemames, which if you watch Maker's Muse, he did a video on them a while ago. Let's get the music going. The ones I'm building are their newest version, and these have headphones, or correction, a mic. So these ones have a mic. I've got a few different color options I printed. But they also have little ones called Minimames, which aren't out yet. And we're going to build those. So that's what we're going to be doing Saturday on the build stream. Thomas, member for 10 months. High quality poop. Exactly. This is the type of content we are striving for. And this is actually... what material is it? This is... what is it? Mystic Brown. PLA, Prusa. So it's actually, I didn't realize it until I printed, but it's like, it's brown, but if the light hits it just right, there's like purple in it. So this is a very shiny poopy emoji. So, but it's like got some hints of like brown in it. It's really, or purple. Pretty cool. Okay, speaking of Prusa, I gotta get this over here. I hate redoing wiring. Yeah, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. I've had to rewire my V2, this guy, many times before we went to proper wiring. So yeah, so today we're gonna do a little bit more grab bag stuff. Stuff is on the way for future builds. I got an email. Another build will be hopefully coming up in the next couple weeks. I don't know when exactly, because they're still working on it, but it will be a full build, another build series. Not a Voron or Voron derivative, by the way. And then apparently there's something with salad coming up, but then also, a commercial machine might be making its way towards me. I won't say much about it until I get it, because I don't want to jinx it. But it should be pretty good if all things go well. If everything goes well. Remy, member for 17 months. 17 months, jeez. Too bad chocolate smelling materials. Yeah, can you make chocolate? No, the poop don't smell like anything. I've been wondering if it would make sense to increase the XY belts on a 350 V2 to decrease belt stretch at the largest. Are you talking about going to thicker belts? If you were, you would have to redesign the entire gantry. The reason they're 6mm belts is because that fits within 20mm extrusions. You would have to redesign the entire gantry and thus the entire frame for 3030 to go to bigger belts. So you'd have to redesign the entire printer to go to thicker belts. What are we doing? Oh yeah, we're putting the pie in. So if you watched, what was it, Saturday's stream? We wanted to put this in here, but I didn't have the right stuff. So I VHB'd it on the side. So we're gonna do it properly now. So take this out. So actually I'm gonna leave the ribbon. I'm gonna have to temporarily mount the cable. So pet peeve, this was super annoying. I'm gonna leave the camera on here for now so I don't lose it. The cable that the Raspberry Pi Zero uses, okay? The ribbon cable is not the ribbon cable. It's not this, okay? When we were putting this on Saturday there, it uses this cable. So if you look at this cable, okay, it's got a bigger end and a thinner end, okay? These are too short. I need like a 30 centimeter one, which I ordered. Unfortunately, Amazon Canada doesn't have any like in country, so it's coming from like China, so I won't get it for like a couple weeks. So I was mentioning that I had probably a dozen people email me links like, oh, here's the cable. It was these ones. These aren't the ones that work. So I was like, oh, maybe this like, oh, is this like, no. So. Oh, by the way, tip. If you have anything that's attached with VHB and you need to get it off, never pull it off. You will break it. To get VHB, you gotta like twist it. So this is held on with VHB, you just twist it and it comes off. And then after that, you can kind of like peel it up. No improvisation today. Nope, we got the right stuff. I am gonna VHB the camera somewhere though, for now, until the proper stuff shows up. There we go. Okay, so it's not just a matter of increasing roller width, and that makes more difficult. Makes sense why. Yeah, so Vorons were never meant, the V2 and the V1, well, it started with the V1. The V1 was meant to be a DIY Ultimaker type class machine. So if you look back at like the Ultimaker 1 and 2, the original Voron was meant to be an Ultimaker class machine that you could build cheaper and yourself. So it was never meant to be a large machine, okay? Vorons were never meant, that's why they stop at 350. Like they're not designed to go that big. They're actually all designed, like the square frame ones are all designed at 250. Like that's what the CAD is because that's what they all start as. And then you just get longer rails and extrusions. Womg 89, Womg? I don't know how to say that. Can you please set up a Ko-Fi page? I prefer a one-time donation and they don't take a cut. I had to buy me a coffee, but they like stopped payouts or something. Something changed. I gotta set up a Ko-Fi page then. Sure. I can do that. I can do that. You should be using a Polymaker affiliate link. I probably should. I'm very bad with like setting up those things. I don't even have an Amazon affiliate. I should probably get Amazon affiliate, honestly. Yeah. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Actually, let me pull up the instructions here. I gotta talk to, it's Nick, right, from Polymaker. I gotta talk. I'm on the Polymaker Discord, but like I'm on enough Discords as is. So I don't really, I try to like keep track of where I'm talking at the moment. RPI 0. The more Discords I join, the more random DMs I get. I already get like dozens a day. It is good filament. I need to get more. I only have some of the PLA. And actually the PC ABS. Aha. Which one is it? This one. I actually printed these bands right here. This is Polymaker PC ABS. So for those that want to print the Hedamames or Minamames, although the Minamames aren't out yet, they recommend PETG, but actually the only thing that needs to be PETG or something that is springy like ABS is the headband and like a little the clip that goes on the side that actually like locks it in place. Everything else can be whatever material. If you plan on wearing them outside, don't do PLA though. Ice Blade. 65, $5. Cheers. Do you think a cantilever mod would improve an Ender 3? What do you mean cantilever would improve an Ender 3? Ender 3 isn't cantilever. It's supported on both ends. It's already... That's fine. Not sure what you mean there. Jose, gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers! I love community memberships. They are awesome. 1, 2, 4, 5. Or 4. So I need 4, and then I need 1, if I'm not mistaken. Or no. Let's take a look. So, we have this little thing that I printed. And we have to put some pins in. So we need 4 pins there, 1 pin there. Okay. And see, I messaged Stream Elements about this because this is the problem. Well, it's not a problem. So Tohose there donates the 5 community memberships. I think it pops up. I forgot to see if it popped up, but then everyone else pops up. So they're working on, Stream Elements is working on getting it set up so that when somebody gifts a community membership, it will be a separate call out in their like overlay program. So I'll be able to have a separate thing pop up if you do community memberships, which I really like because I like doing the acknowledgement there, or what I can do for acknowledgement. So. For some reason YouTube won't. It depends what country. I think there are reasons why YouTube prevents memberships in certain places, I believe. Okay, I cut one off and I don't know where it went. It doesn't pop up if you do 10. Oh, yeah, it's still new for like Stream Elements, so they're working on getting it all sorted out still. Actually, let me do this the right way. How many do we need here? 1, 2, 3. Because this ain't working. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 and 8, and then I got to pull the pins out. So 8. This way they'll all line up right. Iceblade 65 2. Cheers. I meant remove the right side rail and wheels. Ooh, don't do that. No, yeah, no, don't do that. You already got support. Why would you remove the support? Got one on Steve. Yeah, apparently you guys went on like a spree with Steve builds with the gifted memberships the other day. He's like, he was messaging me. He's like, what's all this? The future. It's awesome. We said 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that goes like that. And then I need to pull these pins out. Yeah, I would not. If you have an Ender 3, there's no reason to go cantilever. Like, especially with V-Wheels. V-Wheels, they work on the KP3S because it's so small. But I'm not a huge... Like, look at the Ender 3, or Ender 7. Ender 7. That thing had a cantilevered bed. Like a massive bed. That was cantilevered. And it was only supported on V-Wheels. And it just not work. Ask Joel how his Ender 7's doing. Okay. Oh wait, he got rid of them. There we go. Okay. So we got this. There we go. And now I need to solder these. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this. Oh! Jory Pigmans, cheers for 5 gifted community memberships. That'll be good. For those that, I know I said it Saturday. Tomorrow will be the member stream. So For those that happen to be new to the channel, every month I do a members only live stream. I personally don't like gatekeeping my content behind paywalls. So pretty much everything I do live or is out there for everyone. But for my members, because, you know, I would not be able to do this without your support. I'm not Mr. Beast. I don't get like Clash of Clans sponsorships and whatnot. I do want to do something for the members because you guys support me. So every month I do a members only live stream, and then you get videos a day early. So after today's live, or after the stream today, after I have dinner, I'm going to go edit tomorrow's video, which will be another rapid video. You'll get that tonight instead of having to wait till tomorrow. I wish I had a vise. I need to print a vise for these. That'll work. For Discord, you can disable the authorization to receive private messages from server members. No more random stuff. I know the thing is, though, here, I try to help those that I can. Every now and then I get people like legit, like who I can help, and I have no problem helping. It really depends on the subject. So I don't want to like block everyone because I never know who's trying to message me. So I leave it open. But unfortunately, like, if you DM me, like, even if you're saying something nice, unfortunately, like, sometimes it just gets buried. If I'm, like, out and about, and I see, like, a notification on my phone that somebody sent something on, like, Twitter or Discord, I'll look at it, and then by the time I get home, it's buried. And then, like, I'm horribly forgetful as well. So, fortunately, it kind of is what it is. The amount of gifted memberships, everyone will be on the stream. Hey, I'm okay with that. I am perfectly fine with that. It's a party. So I finally printed a new holder for my soldering iron. I got to put some weight on the bottom. It's too light and my cable's like a little too stiff. So it does kind of move it around, but at least, you know, I have something finally. So where is my solder? And then if all goes well, also tomorrow I'll be putting the, I got a Discord. We're going to be doing, I think that's probably what we're going to be doing on the membership stream tomorrow is getting a Discord set up. VHP. Oh, I'm just using the VHP to hold it, just so it's not sitting on the desk. There we go. Yeah, I definitely got to put a, I definitely need to put some weight on the bottom of this. This is way too light. It works really good though. It's on, if you search TS100 on printables, it's like the first one that comes up. So. Hello, Chris. Helping hands. I know, I need to get a set. I had a set, then they broke, and they were like the really shitty, cheap ones anyways. Okay. So, let me take the Captain tape off now. Which, by the way, if you do anything with electronics, go get some Captain tape. Like, it's super useful. You can use it as like an insulator. Like, if you're putting something together and you don't want to risk it shorting, Captain tape. If you just want to hold some, like an SMD or something down while you solder it, Captain tape. Like, use 2 dots of VHP to hold the solder. That would work, but then it's not going to move too much. That's how I do my wire soldering. I just took 2 pieces of VHP tape on my desk, and then I just put 2 wires and I stick them on the VHP, and then I solder. If it works, it works. Okay, so we've gone ahead and we did that. Did that. Okay, so we soldered that up, sandwiched the frame, GPIO pins like that. Cool. Okay, are these like, these look like cold joints to me. Like they're frosted. Those look like cold joints. Is that just me? Anyways, okay, installation of the SD card. The Pi Zero hardware is now ready to be installed. I've already got Octoprint on here. Build and configure your own image from scratch. Prusa's custom Octoprint is now outdated. So we are going to have to do some shenanigans over SSH, I believe, to get that to work. Okay, everyone's saying it's a bad solder job. Okay. So we take that case off, we've already done. We put that there, and we push it in. And then we should be good. Okay. And you should see the pins come out, and then we got to turn the RPI port on. So yeah. So oh, wait, no, that ain't gonna fit. We got some plastic up here. There we go. Okay. So the SD card is in all the way. Okay, and that doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna have to shoot. I don't want to cut that because that's what holds it on. So I got to get the ribbon cable out. That's the problem, and the problem is the ribbon cable. Can I bend that? I don't want to bend that. You know, we'll use a different ribbon cable for now. Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay, so there we go. Okay. So that kind of flops out over there. Ah, shoot. I forgot to put the cover back on. Yeah. Oops. Ah, I forgot to put the cover back on. This ain't working out too well. Haha. There we go. There we go. Okay. Put the cover back on. Because this is a spacer, it keeps it from shorting out and whatnot. There we go. Okay, so that goes there. Take our little cover plate. There we go. Okay. And for now, I'll just take my camera. And we're going to just VHB this somewhere where we can reach. Because the problem is, the with this setup, this won't reach to here. It's like, see, it's like just too short. So I'm just going to like put it on the other side here or something for now, just so we have some view, and then when the proper cable comes in, I'll put it back in its mount. Okay. So now I can power it up, and all should be well. And then we got to do some shenanigans via SSH. So okay, the LED is on, so we're good there. Okay, let me check on chat. How's chat doing? I got the one pin. I got the one pin in. Don't worry, Mathis there. Yeah, it's probably lead-free. Honestly, lead-free solder sucks. When you're doing it by hand, lead-free solder sucks. That is the biggest problem with asbestos, lead-free solder, or leaded solder, cleaners. Dishwasher pods used to be much better, but then there was a chemical in it that like killed people or something, and they had to get rid of it. anytime you have to make stuff friendly for the environment, it no longer works good. It sucks. Okay, so settings. RPI port on. Okay, main. Okay, so when we connect to this, no serial port, are you sure? Okay, connect. Yeah, so it is not that. So we're gonna have to do some shenanigans to get this working. Now, the funny thing is I can't remember all the steps, but I did a video on it. So I just gotta find my video on how to do it, because I have all the steps written down in that video. So let me go looking. Where is... There we go. Hey, that's me. Oh my god. Look at my we're no beard. Ooh. Okay. Here's my steps. There we go. Okay. No beard. That's weird. That is weird. Okay, putty. Can you do this from within Octoprint? I don't think you could do this from Octoprint. Anyone on the wait list for the Rat Rig V Minion? I already got one. It's awesome. It's a fun little printer. You'll enjoy the build. It's a very fun build. Save as Prusa, brand Prusa. Save. Open. Okay, so let's see. So swapping ports. So sudo nano. Ba, ba, ba. By the way, I can't see you guys. You're on my second monitor and I can't see. Move the cursor to the end and add this stuff right here. Control copy, paste, control X, yes, enter, okay. And then go to here, disable console, PP, disable that. Okay. Yes. Enter. Sudo raspi config. Okay. Go to interface options. P6 serial port. Like the login shell, no. Yes. Okay. Finish. Yes, reboot. There we go. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. Dune, sudo nano, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay. Well, I did it the long way, I guess. Just join. What are we doing? I put a Raspberry Pi 02 in my Prusa Mark III, and we're connecting it over the UART connection. So this way the Raspberry Pi Zero is now powered by the INZ, and it's talking to it through that, and it's a nice little compact package. Here we go now. Who is calling me? 1 second. Why would Discover card be calling me? I don't think I've ever seen a Discover card in person in my life ever. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna play with some plugins. Auto connect. Okay. Oh, we gotta do the. Nope. Okay. Let's see. For now. Did I talk to GoPro? Yep, I gotta make a video apparently. So let's see. Is there a separate step? Because what I did is what we do for, okay, RPI port. Okay, here we go, GPI, okay. So we got that on. We've SSH'd in. We've done that. Oh. Okay, so it looks like we got something different here for the Pi 02. Oh, no, wrong one. Yeah, it looks like there's some different stuff for the Pi 02. Okay, so sudo. Control X and exam press. Okay, if you experience connection, read-write errors, follow the following. So I got that DT overlay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Add that. X. Yes. Enter. I'm just going through and making sure I got everything here. Put that there. Okay, that's not there. Control X. Reboot. Sudo reboot. Okay. Did I enable the Pi port? I'm pretty sure I did. Settings. Yep, RPI port is on. So we got that. Okay, let's try this again. Arc welder, cancel object. Yeah, we're gonna put all the fun stuff on. Are duet boards a viable option? Yeah. I ran duet on V226 here for years. Can you build an SLS scanner? No. I don't even know where to start with that. Okay. No. Okay. We've done that. Oh, here we go. We gotta add the serial port. Okay. So last part, open Octopi Nozzle. Okay, so connection settings, serial connection. Additional serial ports, paste. Okay. Save. Go. There we go. Hit control, and we should be able to do a home now. Okay, we're good. We're talking. We're in business. Booyah. Ooh, the vibrations. Mini stealth burner. Is there any big picture time scale? When it's done. Okay, so the Prusa is done. We got to put the camera somewhere though, because right now the camera is way too short to really go anywhere. So what I'm thinking is let me get some good old-fashioned VHB. And we're just going to kind of find a spot where we can kind of put the camera for now. At least until the proper extension cable shows up and I can actually do something with it. But until then, nope. Okay, I gotta go lower. Again, this is completely temporary. This is just until a longer cable comes up. There we go. Shouldn't get in the way. Okay, it hits the camera, but whatever. Good enough. Do I use my TS100 for heat sets? I do not. I have a separate one for that. Just finished building my E3 to switch wire conversion last night. Nice. Just need to calibrate the motion system. It's moving strangely up. Okay, here. Ben. You're gonna go to vorondesign.com. We're gonna go to documentation. Okay. You're going to go down to the build section here, and it'll be initial startup. You scroll down here. There's all kinds of nice helpful information. This is what you're looking for. So where's switch wire? There's switch wire. So this is what you need to look at for your motion system. Okay. So if it is moving up instead of down, okay, these are how you fixed it. So if it's like moving up, yeah. So some of them you could fix just by inverting one of the motors in your firmware by adding or removing an exclamation mark in the config. Other times, depending on how the motion is, you may have to actually take your A and B motors, or your, in this case, X and Z motors, and swap them on the board, or change the whole pin assignment. It's easier to swap them on the board. So that's where you're going to go take care of that. Because this is something that has been like, not a common issue, but this is like the most commonly asked thing on initial startup is my motors aren't moving the same way. And it's not so bad now because people are using wiring harnesses and like the LDO kit, everything's wired up the same, for example. So, but when you're wiring up your motors on your own, depending on how you do the colors and which way, like are they this way or are they this way? And did you get your motors mixed up? Because it's your B motor's on the left. Everyone thinks that the A motor's on the left when you're looking at it. But on a traditional quirks, the motors are in the front, so the A motor's on the left. But on a Voron, it's like a sheep. It goes bah, because the motors are in the back. They're part of the motion system. They're not like at the end of the idlers. So everyone always, I still do it. Okay, turn you off. So we're gonna put the Prusa over here, and we'll start fiddling with cameras, I guess. Prusa there, plug it in. Get a print going. What should we print? What should we print on the Prusa? Ooh. I know what we're going to print on the Prusa. I already printed the Nefertiti. 1 second here. No, I don't want that. A new Prusa. I do have to print Prusa parts at some point. Where are you things? Nope, 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 nope. There we go. No, I don't want that. There we go. There's my token. There we go. Let's print a Gyarados. Flexi Gyarados. Download model. Lay you down. Rotate, and we'll scale you up a bit. Oop, nope. Nope. Scale. Oh, I got a 150? 200% maybe? We do 200? No, not 1200. 200. There we go. Yeah, let's go to 250. Let's see if we can do 250. 250? And oh, there we go. So we'll do that. Full size benchy. I'm not gonna do a full size benchy yet. I might have a printer I'm gonna do that on. Galaxy Blue PLA. It's like it's slightly translucent and sparkly, really sparkly. Started working out how to turn the kinematics 90 degrees so that smaller Core XY printers will not have so much depth, although they set wider on the shelf. That's the thing with Core XY. The motor's got to go somewhere. So on a lot of Core XYs, you'll see the motors be where on a Voron the idlers are. And usually in that case, the motors are in the front because that way there's no front crossbar. On the Voron, we don't have the front crossbar, but the motors are in the back, so the back of the printer is thicker. There is always a trade-off. The motors have to go somewhere. It just the nature of the beast, unfortunately. It is what it is. So this is a 12-hour print. Okay. Jory 5, cheers, appreciate it. Have you seen the new Easy Driver? I have. What are my thoughts? It might be better for cooling. The step sticks are kind of a pain to cool. You can do it with heat sinks. But in this way, you get heatsink on both sides, and they're vertical, so you can get air movement. The only thing I'm concerned about is XKCD 927. Is that the right XKCD? 927. I'm pretty sure it's 927. Standards. Okay, so anytime I see something new. In terms of like a standard, this is pretty much my thoughts, and you can read this while I swap the filament out. So yeah, it's cool, but will it become the new standard going forward, or will it just be another standard we got to deal with? Because I think Big Tree Tech are the only one using that setup. So that's how I feel about the Revo nozzles. Here's the thing. V6 has been around for a while. Okay, let's be honest. V6 has been around for a while, and the whole ecosystem has had time to mature. It's a mature ecosystem, okay? There are tons of different options available for nozzles, either from E3D directly, third party. You got the Diamondback, synthetic diamond impregnated nozzles. Like, it's been around for almost a decade, and even before that, like the V5 nozzle, like M7 thread nozzles, or is it M7 or M6? They've been around enough that the whole ecosystem has matured. Now, on the downside, when you are stuck in a form factor, when you're stuck with limitations, eventually you get to the end of either that's as far as you can take it, or you get to the point of diminishing returns. Now with Revo, a lot of people have, said, and rightly so, that there's not a lot of options. You have brass nozzles. Obsidian is coming. Other options are coming for high flow and whatnot. Hopefully sooner than later. I can't really go much into it. But now you've opened up, you've gone from here to here, but now we're kind of doing, the next generation is from here. So it's not as far as the new one, but we're going to have longer legs on it. Okay. That's kind of my thinking. No more oozing issues ever again. You never have to worry about oozing. You never have to worry about, hot torquing your nozzles anymore. Like, it is bringing advantage. It's going to take time for the ecosystem to mature. Now, the difference is E3D is a pretty big company. They work with a lot of OEMs. Their stuff is pretty standard. So the chances of a bigger player bringing something new into the market and having it become a standard in the market makes a lot more sense than one board from one manufacturer for one type of step stick, if you get what I'm saying. So will Big Tree Tech support this in 10 years? Will other companies start, will Physek or any other company that does step stick boards, will they start having easy drivers? Are they allowed to? I don't know if there's any patents or anything. It really depends. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying I'm waiting for it to kind of see if it stands. It's like my stance with any time you see a printer comes out and people are showing it off, okay? So the Anchormate M5, good example. A few people have shown it off, but until people actually have production units and their reviews and people have it in their hands and it's been out in the open for a little bit, then you could start seeing if it's going to actually stick around. Early adoption, exactly. You never buy first year production of a car. Believe me, it sucks. You get all the bugs. So yeah. So, Prusicam. There we go. Oh, wait, no. Why aren't you working, Prusicam? Prusicam, come back to us. There we go. Actually, we'll put Prusicam over here. And we'll shrink it down a little bit. There we go, Prusicam. You can see, not much. That's a horrible angle. We're not going to have Prusicam. Prusicam is kind of useless right now. I forgot the hashtag. Oh no. I don't know if the hashtag does anything. I honestly don't care about my metrics at all. Hashtag 3D printing. There we go. I have no idea if my metrics, like, how many viewers we got? 300 people. Cheers. Remember. Oh my God, I forgot to tweet out when we went live. We are giving away a spool Polymaker filament. It's open worldwide. Shoot, I forgot to put my tweet out. Let me put my tweet out. Oh no. I gotta put a tweet out. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now everyone knows I will live. Was I the first? Are you kidding? I will tell you right now if you were the first. Wait. Let's see. Well, if you used your name in chat, no, you are not the first. Linear switches, like for end stops, probably fine. Is there a high flow for 2.85? I think Slice does 2.85 nozzles still. Plus, you can always go like Volcano. Personally, don't use 2.85. Problem with 2.85, it's thicker. So you have to pump more heat into it for it to melt evenly. That's why nobody uses 2.85 anymore. What 3D modeling software? I do use Fusion 360. I don't do a lot of 3D modeling. Oh, my keyboard? It's this. It's a Corsair K95. I think they're reds. They're cherry reds, I believe. Okay, next project. Camera. So, are you ready for a story? Okay. So, we have a camera in... We did this on Saturday night, right? Well, Saturday night? Saturday night. Okay. So, I gotta update my IP address. I'll get to that in a minute. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, this was my day Sunday and yesterday. Okay. So as you can see, we have a camera in V226. We put this camera in yesterday. Look at that frame rate. Look how smooth that is, right? Butter. Look how good that is. I'm flashing gang signs here. Okay. So, super smooth, okay? I have been chasing a Gremlin in that machine for the past 2 days, okay? So, we put the camera in. I put the camera on the shelf and I went to bed. I woke up, the machine had failed. We got an MCU timeout error or something. I tweeted about it, okay? Let me pull it up. There we go. Tab. There we go. So I woke up to this on the machine. Okay, lost communication with MCU. So for those that don't know how Clipper works, Clipper is very dependent on timings. Okay, because everything is handled on the Raspberry Pi and it's sent to the MCU. Okay, and then it handles that and it returns. So anything connected with Clipper over USB needs to be good. Okay, this is why while you can do like 2 IC connections for screens, the longer the cable is, the more risk of it just crashing. Because if the timing gets out of sync, Clipper just goes, nope, it doesn't work. Okay, now normal operation, this never really props up. I've never had this issue pop on this machine ever until we put the camera in. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? Let's do some troubleshooting. So first thing first, the camera. I swapped out the camera module. Okay, so I took this module, was originally in the camera. I took the module out, I left the cable because I just disconnected it. I put it in. Camera's on. Okay, cool. I started a print. I got about a third of the way through printing one of these. Error popped up. I'm like, okay. So we know it's not the module, unless it's both of them. Let's try the cable. I soldered an extension on the cable. So what did I do? I soldered up. I cut the cable off. Okay, cut the cable off. I soldered a new cable on, and first I redid the solder connection. So if you know, when we first did it, I kind of like, the solder joints weren't the greatest. I kind of like half-assed it on stream there. I cut the wire, I restripped it, I resoldered it, okay? Because it was very easy to do. I didn't have to tear it all out. Same thing, start a print. Again, an hour or two in, MCU error. Okay. Let's remove the whole thing from the equation. I unplugged the camera, because for all I know, maybe when we were putting the camera in, I bumped something. So I removed the camera from the equation. Machine was on for 6 hours. It printed this fully, printed some edamame parts just fine. Okay. Maybe it was that USB cable. So I cut the cable. I put a brand new cable on. Same issue. Okay. So I'm like, what the heck is going on here? Because the camera works. So I take the camera, I put it in the LDO V2. I print for 5 hours, no issues. So it's the camera, but it's only when it's in V226. Okay? So I'm like, okay, pourquoi? So I'm like, well, what else? What is the difference between these two machines? And I'm like, well, they got different controllers. One has a spider and one has a octopus. But what else is there that's different? Raspberry Pi. So what I went and did, I pulled out the Raspberry Pi out of V226, which was a Pi 3. It's a Pi 3B V1.2 2015. And I put a Pi 4 in there. I put that Pi 4 that I just had sitting around. Now it's fine. So it was the Pi, apparently, was what was causing it. The higher frame rate? No, it wasn't that. I locked the frame rate down. I even tried with like, so by the way, for the frame rate, for those wondering, on like any printer like the LDO V2, let me pull it up here. So even like this one, like look how buttery smooth this is, like all. Like the frame rate on these are super awesome. Okay, but they're both running Pi 4s. Okay, actually this one, is this a Pi 4 or Pi 3? Machine, host, I don't know, is this Pi 3 or Pi 4? I don't know. But either way, if you go into your machine or your camera settings, webcams, there we go, edit. You have two options here. This is in Fluid and Mainsail, if I'm not mistaken. You have MPEG streamer and adaptive. So when you put it on adaptive, you can set like a target frame rate, okay? And it'll do whatever. If you just put it at MPEG streamer, it just goes whatever it goes, balls to the walls. So I found with these cameras, if I put it as adaptive, I got like 1 FPS, no matter what I had it set to. If I just had it open, it would just go at 30. It was awesome. So I just used 30. Bill Brothers, cheers for the 5 gifted community memberships. Thank you. Got the same problem with no Pi 4. See, I was gonna try swapping SD cards. I was gonna do the Raspberry Pi first, and if that didn't fix it, I was gonna try. Actually, at that point, I was just gonna take that camera, throw it in V226, and just be done with it. But yeah, that's you know, that's how I do problem solving. You have to like try and remove variables until you can figure out exactly what was causing the issue. So now we're going to do the other one. Get that set up. So I need to adjust some things first. I got to get my iron and resolder some stuff. What camera is that? So I linked it in chat. It's, I don't know if Heart K's here. I can't. Why did he pull it from the GitHub? It's back up. I'm not going to go into it all, but I believe it's back up. Is tomorrow's the member stream? Yes, tomorrow is the member stream. So it's the OV5640 camera. So these cameras are actually pretty cool. These cameras are kind of common. These are actually laptop cameras that like AliExpress, they take the camera and they just put like a lens on it. So normally it comes with like a really shitty small lens. They slap this like 120 or 180 POV like manual focus lens on it. And yeah, so there's a few different cases like for this type of camera that are floating out there. Like I found ones from like Thingiverse from like 2019 for this style of camera. But yeah, they're laptop. That's why they got the weird shaped PCB, is because these are literally like ripped out of a laptop and they just slap a USB cable on it. So what's going on? We're just faffing about, doing some printer stuff, having some fun. Am I still looking for an Ultimaker original? Yes, preferably the kit. A bunch of people have reached out to me, but two things. A lot of the links people send me are for assembled units. I'm looking for an unassembled kit. And two, I really don't want to pay $1,000 MSRP. I don't think the machine's worth that much. But yes, if somebody happens to have like an Ultimaker original or original plus kit, unassembled, collecting dust somewhere, I'm willing to negotiate. Vector Finesse, thank you for coming a member. So yes, that is Vector Finesse. So we're doing the Hedamames and Minamames on Saturday, just so you're aware. So we'll try and get some like discount codes or something. I should do a positron. The problem with the positron, I need to look into it. A lot of people have been asking me to do it, and I would love to build one on stream. I love weird little niche small printers, especially small printers. Now, my thoughts on it, people have asked, like, do I recommend it? I have no idea. And I still think it's a boutique printer, okay? It's something like you would show off. It's I don't think it's that practical, really. How often are you traveling with a 3D printer? It's a very small subset of people that are doing that. But I still think it's cool. The problem is there's custom stuff on it. The bed mount is custom machined. Like, there are stuff I just can't buy. If it was all commercial off the shelf, yeah. but it's not. There are modified and custom components on it, which kind of makes it a little bit harder for me. Now, if there's a kit for it, I'd be all in. Jerry Barr, thank you for coming, remember. I could just build a CO2 laser. It's aluminum. I can't machine aluminum with a CO2 laser. When I build my overland rig, I fully plan on 3D printer. Oh yeah. Oh geez, Ben. Yeah, that makes sense. Like if you were doing like a thing like that. But here's the thing. If you were building an overland machine, like what you're talking about there, okay? I'm thinking you want that so that you can print things that break, okay? So if you break a bracket on a cupboard inside, or like blah, blah, blah. English is a language I speak sometimes. A bracket for a water line or something, okay? I'm of the opinion you're probably gonna want something that can print ABS, CFPTG, other higher temp materials. I don't think the positron can do high temp, at least it's not enclosed. So if you're gonna enclose it, what's the point of having a compact printer? Because you're gonna need to carry a box with it, essentially. So yeah, you want it now. Peak is pushing it. Peak is pushing it. But I'm sure you could build something like a V0 or a V-Core 3200, maybe something like that, and you can get pretty warm there because any of these printers can push 300, 350 easily in terms of material. So. Although after talking with the Pantheon guys, and actually after looking back at my own experience with it, I'm kind of really liking CFP-ETG for like not printer stuff, for just like a go-to material. There we go. I gotta reseat these heat sets. They're sticking out ever so slightly. There we go. Okay. I know it's a goal, not a need. I know. Remember, when it comes to 3D printers, build and buy what you need, not what you want, because that's how you end up with problems. That's how you end up with a machine that's too big to get through the door into your room. CF covers all the weaknesses of PETG. Yeah, you still have to worry about the lower transition temperature of PETG. It does get, I wouldn't say it doesn't fail. Like, it's not like it reaches 70 degrees and fails. It starts to like get weaker and you'll still have creep issues, okay? So I still am very hesitant to use PETG in a printer because of the creep issues. And as we saw with the first build of Toasty, even though you take something that has creep issues, you add CF, it doesn't fix the creep issues. Who's CF PETG? I don't know, because I used it all and I threw the spool out. But I used it for my rep racks. My rep racks. These are all CF PETG, printed with a 0.8 Diamondback nozzle at 0.4 layer height. And they can hold my body weight, so. CFASA. I have some now, I think. Do I? What do I have? I have some Prusament CFPC. I don't know if I have any carbon fiber or ASA. That would be sweet. I wish I did. I'm printing EVA parts and PCCF from Prusament. There you go. Glass filled or bust. I have some glass filled too. From Fadus. I was actually going to print the holder first in that, but then I forgot. Can't print ABS and ASA without enclosure. You can. It's just not as good. The warmer the ambient environment, the better the prints will come out and the stronger they will be. I've printed plenty of ABS open air, but you have to still print in a location where you don't have a draft. So you want to print, like, put the printer in like a closet or in a room with the door closed. You don't want air movement at all. And then also you're going to want to print with a draft shield. So it's easier on printers where the bed doesn't move either, or the bed moves in the Z. So on a bed flinger, not as good, but like when I printed my original, when I built my original V1.5, I built it in PETG, and then I reprinted all the parts in ABS. I used eSun ABS Plus, and all I did was just print with a draft shield, and the parts came out fine. Modbot has a good video with draft shield. There you go. I have a video series on my channel as well on how to print ABS, like a tutorial. CFPTG is great. Honestly, I used it for the one project here, and then I used it all, so I don't have any more. But talking with the Pantheon guys, they don't exactly, it's not exactly PETG. They got their own custom filament that they use. It's machined or manufactured for them, but it's pretty dang close to CFPTG. But seeing what they were doing with it, ooh, nice. Are you interested in making carbon fiber weave parts with 3D printed molds? If I had a shop, yeah. That's the thing. I have all these ideas for like projects I want to do. I just don't have the room or the setup to do it. Oh, and speaking of, P.O. Box. I went and set up a P.O. Box today. I couldn't finalize it because I need to go back with some paperwork to prove I own a business. But I will have a P.O. Box address, hopefully tomorrow. I'll tweet it out or make a community post. So I know a bunch of you people want to send me shit for some reason. I don't know. But yes, I will have a P.O. Box. So you can send me stuff and I don't need to give out my address, thankfully. Colin, cheers for the 5 gifted community memberships. Did the like break again? I don't know. Everyone, go underneath the fancy screen with my mug on it, and go check the like button. Apparently it's broken, so make sure it's if you just want to check and make sure it's working, that'd be swell. And then if I don't know, depending on what, I don't know, a bunch of people have like they want to send me stuff, and some people have kind of hinted what they want to send, like, oh hey, a pie or something. But other people just like, I just want to send you something. I'm like, okay, so I don't know if we'll do like Joel has his what's it called, Fan Mail Fridays. I don't know. I don't want to steal his idea, but the only day of the week we'd probably do it would be Friday, but we do it live, which means I got to get somebody to pre-screen the packages because you can't risk it. And for those that watch Twitch, you don't do unboxing streams without somebody checking the packages. You never know. 20% fan with ABS. Yep. My normal ABS profile on my enclosed machines, only do this if you're enclosed, is after like layer 5, I turn the fan on like 20 or 15%. 20% with afterburner, 15% with self-burner because it's better at cooling. Good old Canada Post. I know, I had to set it up and they're like, well, okay, so wherefore not? It has to do with either I need an address, but since I already have an address, I can't have a separate P.O. box on the same address, apparently, or something like that. So it's a lot easier, and apparently it's cheaper if I do it under a business. So I just need to prove I have a business, which I have. I got a business license, so. What exactly is a gifted membership? Glad you asked, Josh. So how it works is on, it's a carryover from Twitch, okay? So it's something that Twitch has had for years that YouTube's been wanting, or people who stream on YouTube. But basically, on Twitch you have subs, on YouTube you have memberships, okay? And what they are is you pay X amount per month. On Twitch it's a flat $5. On YouTube, it's I could set the amount and I could set different tiers. So what I do for my members, if you are a community member, you get, I think you get access to like different emojis or something. I can't remember, but I do a monthly members only live stream. Also, some behind the scenes stuff and videos early usually. So if you're a member of the channel or you're on my Patreon, you get access to that. Now, a gifted membership is, so say you want to help support me, the content I create, and the things I do. On YouTube, you have 2 options. Well, 3. You either watch the video, and if you don't use ad blocker, and get an ad, and I get a penny or 2. But you can either do a super chat, where you give me money, you can say whatever, or you can gift memberships now. So what that means is instead of just giving me money and then that's it, you gift memberships. So if you want to give me like $20, you gift, or actually it's 1, 5, 10, 20, and it's $5 per membership it costs. And you basically, somebody in chat who is not a member becomes a member. They get it for a month. They get a month of membership from you. So this way, at the end of the day, it doesn't affect the amount of money I would get. I would still get 70% of whatever it is. But if you gift a membership, somebody else in the community becomes a member, which is cool. I like that. So that's how it works. So yeah, you can only gift them from the desktop client for now. It's in beta, so not all channels have it. I know Steve is trying to figure out something right now with his. So it is in beta. But so far it seems to be pretty good. Okay, so how long of a cable do we need for this? ASA printing right now for VZ bot. Nice. Are they? Is he going to be doing kits for the VZ235, or is it like? Because I know it's like there's a lot of custom parts on it. That's my only hesitation with that machine, is a lot of custom, and I'm not a huge fan of having to like rely on custom components. That's just me. Okay, so you go there, right about right about there. That'll work. Have you tried extruder? I haven't tried extruder filament. Mellow. Okay. Okay. Mellow. 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 Okay. I'm going to show you guys something. I don't know what's going. If somebody from Mellow is here right now, okay? If somebody from Mellow is here right now, please check this out, okay? Nothing against Mellow, okay? But whoever is running the, what is it, Mellow 3D? Are these them? Okay. Okay, so whoever is running the Mellow JP Twitter account, okay? Please stop tagging me in everything. There I am. Tag me there. Tag me there. This is the same video you tagged me in like 5 times. Tag me there. Tag me there. Tag me there. Mellow, please stop tagging me in everything. You don't need to do that. Please stop. It's getting kind of annoying. I'm gonna block you soon. It's just me. It's like me and like one other person. They just tag in every post. I don't know. Thicko the Brit. 5 community memberships. Cheers. Okay, I'll check. Question with fans. Okay. I will check that after the stream there if I remember. If you already asked the question and I didn't reply, just like bump it or something. They have a skeleton V0 gantry. Yeah, the skeleton V0 gantry, and Whopping Orchard did an FEA, a finite element analysis of it, and it is spaghetti. So I'm not actually. At first, I actually was going to buy one. I was just going to buy one to try it out, because we're going to do some work on V226 here in the future, in the coming weeks or months. I was going to try and put that in, but after seeing the FEA for it and how spaghetti it is, because who knew if you take a chunk of aluminum and mill out the entire middle, you lose rigidity. And it goes all floppy. Should get a Pine-Sol or something. I have a TS100 and a dedicated power supply for it, so I don't have any issues with my current soldering iron, so I'm not gonna swap it out. I don't see you, Ben. If you already asked me the message or the question on Discord, bump that message on Discord so it gets pushed to the top. Because literally, if I talk to you on Discord, a week later you're like 20 something or 30 something like messages down. It's Pouchard, not Orchard. Whopping. Pouchard. Is it? Huh? Oh. Okay, 60 milliliter 12. Nah, I'm good. I'm good though. Thanks, Ben, though, but I am good. I've got a whole bunch of like 60 millimeter fans already, and I have 24 mils. Whopping portrait. Oh, okay. Well, it's like one word on Discord. Voron build. No, we're putting a camera in one though. About to do some really shitty soldering. So there's a CF 2020 replacement for the Axis. Would you say being used instead of the normal? I've been running the normal extrusion for the past 4 years and I've never felt it deficient. Also, I'm very, like, personally, I'm very hesitant to go to custom stuff on a Voron, because if you go to stuff that is non-standard and we update stuff in the future, it might not be compatible. The Voron is designed to be an open source machine where every component on it is commercial off the shelf. Okay. So we design everything around that, from mounting points and how things attach and how things work. It's all designed with commercial off the shelf. So if you go to a custom X-rail or X extrusion, you might not be compatible in future updates. You may have to modify it and might not even work. Now, if you're fine sticking with the existing update or modifying it yourself, sure. But it's like, people are buying SLS, like like the same stuff as the Bondtech extruder. They're buying like these fancy stealth burners bodies. The beta is over. Everything in the beta is outdated. If you have a stealth burner and you built it using the beta parts, they are outdated. Like, the design has changed. Yeah. So I know a lot of people were buying like those SLS or fancy custom stealth burner. It's like, it's all outdated now. So that's why it was a beta. What hotend do you recommend for a 2.4? Personally, okay, here's the thing. Do you need high flow? If you plan on printing with a 0.4mm nozzle, I really like Revo. That's my personal opinion. If you need high flow, you have options. You have the Dragon. I'm running a Raptor right now. Although, I haven't actually put a new Dragon in a machine in a while. Apparently, they're not lasting as long as they used to, from what I've heard from some other people. So, it's outdated. Guaranteed to be out of beta before Christmas. BQH2. There's a BQH2 with a Revo in it now. Or will be soon. Okay, iron out and do some soldering. Did I unplug that? Yeah, that's unplugged. Good. And by the way, the only reason the KP3S is on the like the title card for the stream, once we get the camera in, I'm just gonna pull the KP3S. I'm recording the review video for it. I gotta print something in flexible. I forgot I haven't printed with flexible yet. The beta is over. Well, we closed the beta channel. I'm sure the beta files are still out there, I believe. Like, the site's still up. It's just those files are out of date compared to what will be the final revision. So, they are a beta. Okay. So, we're tinning our wires up. What kind of bench tester do you recommend for 3D printing hobbyists? Like, what do you mean bench tester? Like a multimeter? For a hobbyist in 3D printing, in terms of like a multimeter, really anything. Like most of the time, you're just checking voltage and current, if that's what you're asking. If you're talking about like a power supply, I have no idea. I don't. This is just some random 24-volt power supply I have. Can we get a stealth burner sneak peek? Sure. There is one in frame somewhere in this video. It may not, or it may or may not be the final revision. Who knows? Power supply. This is just a 24-volt, 350 watt power supply that I bought off Amazon for like 20 bucks. Literally all I bought it originally to charge drone batteries that I never ended up using, but now I literally just use it for running my TS100. That's why I have a bunch of these XT30 connectors in a housing, so I can plug stuff in. It's a TS100 soldering iron. Okay, put the heat shrink on before we go any further so I don't forget. And screw it up again. Does anyone here have a Prusa Mini with a CHT? I don't know. I have a Prusa Mini, but it doesn't have a CHT. Okay. My super awesome helping hands, and by helping hands I mean some wire or some VHP that I stuck to my desk. It works. It works. Where's the end of this one? Ah. And I know somebody will always say it, so I'm just going to get ahead of you. I suffer from what's called essential tremors, so my hands always shake. It is what it is. So, get that out of the way now. Every time I solder, somebody brings it up. What do we do if Nero's hand gets stuck in the desk? Just cover the whole desk in VHP. Have you seen the live about the BQH2? I have the original BQH2. They sent me two because the first one didn't work and the second one didn't work that well. If they fix the issues with it, it's probably okay. It's probably better now that they have a Revo on it though, because the heater block, or the block itself, was the weak point. Because the problem is the block on the original H2 was the Fadus Dragonfly heater block, but it wasn't copper, it was aluminum, so it had very low thermal mass, so it couldn't print fast. Like it was like, it was 2/3 as light as a regular V6 block out of aluminum, so it was very light. There was not a lot of thermal mass in that block. So Christian, what is Christian talking about? Let's see here. I can't scroll up that fast. Oh, made with renewable raw material, excellent tensile strength, heat resistance to 160. If it's a PLA and they're saying heat resistance to 160, that grain of salt. Oh, and for those, I saw it was in chat. You guys were talking about it before I went live, asking about the storms in Ontario. That is, I'm fine because that was 8 hours north of me. So that wasn't anywhere near me. Ontario is like big. Go. Okay. Heat shrink it. Well, ceramic heaters are different because they are the heater. And the Revo is actually a little bit different than a traditional ceramic heater. But the original H2 block was just like a traditional, like where you put a heater cartridge in it. Okay. Uh-oh. Print failed. Print failed. Print failed. The Gyarados lost his head. Pause. Oh, it just stops? Okay. Well, oh. Yeah, that ain't right. Let's put a brim on it. A little bit of a brim. Oh yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, no wonder why that failed. Look how little surface contact there is on that that chin. Oh, no wonder why that failed. There's like nothing there for surface contact on that chin. That explains it why it failed. Okay. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Export, save, cancel, cancel print, upload. There we go. So webcam, this one is. This is the OV whatever random numbers. Raft. I've never used a raft. I don't think I've ever used a raft. Or it's been a long. The last print I used that had a raft was the demo print on my Monoprice Select Mini. I use brims and I don't use brims. I've never used a raft. I don't think. Okay, camera. Let's plug it in, make sure it works. Camera is not being detected. that ain't good. Let's see. Check the connection. Yeah, those look good. In. Under any shorts? Not popping up in Windows. Uh-oh. Daniel, thank you for becoming a member. Let me just plug it right into the printer and see if it works. Put you there for now. Stay. Okay. Obviously, this ain't that camera. Cam 0, machining. Or actually, no. It's, camera. Show cam. Delete. Add cam. Cam. Save what? Power cycle? Yeah. All I know is luckily we moved the power to the The inlets used to be in the middle. Now they're on the side, so they're a lot easier to get when you don't have room. Same picture problem trying to extend my USB. Well, the issue I'm having, I actually, shoot, if I remember correctly, I can't remember if this is the one that I actually may have shorted. Because when I was trying a cable, I tried a different cable, and when I plugged it in, because the colors were different, it was a USB cable that I cut up yesterday, and I plugged it in, and it said USB device not recognized. And then I went back to the original camera, so hopefully I didn't short it. That would have been bad. Yeah, I'm getting nothing on the camera. Yeah, camera's dead. Okay, let's take a looky look here. So, let's take it out of its case and take a look. Do a little detective work. Well, the issue we're running into now is the camera didn't work on the computer and it didn't work in the printer, so something's funky. So let's take a look. Up the background music. Thanks. A lot of people seem to like this track, the Stream Beats EDM. A lot of people seem to like it, so I've been leaving it. Ben, you got it working. Awesome. That's good to see. That was the switch wire. Okay. So I don't think it's not a voltage issue, because again, we tried this in the computer, multiple USB ports, it didn't work. And then we tried it on the printer, so we are seeing if we got any magic pixies that got out, so focus. I don't see anything. Everything's so small. I don't see anything. Oh. take a look here. Let's. Right where the screw is? Focus. Right where the screw is, you can see there's like a little bit of discoloration. Let's try see if that's it. Oop. Did it make a noise? Yeah, it's showing no cameras. Okay, no camera. Check the continuity. I'm not worried about continuity. The wire should be good. Yeah, did I accidentally short it? Where the screw is? My video is flickering just a tad. Well, is that when I plug this camera in? Let's see. Actually, I think that's when I try to launch the, yeah, the Windows Cam app. It's like, nope. Okay, connect to the wire. I'd have to rip that out. I really don't want to. Found the Pi with USB. Yeah, let's plug it in with, plug this in. Just kind of top it for now. Ah! There we go. Oh wait, no, that's aluminum. Don't put the camera on the aluminum. The view should be fine now. It's when I was plugging the camera in, it bugs out. It's the data. Because the one I wired up, the colors matched and it worked. So, let's see here. So, reboot that just to make sure. Putty. Reverse data. So, swap the red and... No, the green and white? It's the OV560, I believe. Yeah, I know there's no standard. We're just gonna see if it's talking. Let's see here. So what's the camera, or what's the, yeah, so try again. So yeah, we got no camera, so, TX and RX, so green and white, so swap green and white. Okay. So I'm assuming red and black are always going to be like ground and... Okay, somebody gave me a camera, so USB, let's see. LS USB. OpenMoko, I don't see any... Or OpenMoko, that might be it right there. OpenMoko? Let me unplug it. I unplugged it. No, it's still there. Okay, so it's not... So let's swap those two cables. Let's swap the two cables. So, unfortunately, so what is it? It's... What'd you say? Green and white? I gotta swap? So, green and white, you said? I think. Green and white, okay. Trying to slide these off without damaging it. There we go, okay. That on. That on. Don't expect anything when made in China. This is true. So. Okay. Okay, so get some. Oh, Falkenstein! Thank you for the 5 gifted community memberships. Okay, so green and white. All that beeping is annoying though. I may turn that off. Or I won't, because that's acknowledgement of your donation, so I won't do that, but... Oh, wait, 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 whoa, 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 what am I doing here? What am I doing? There we go. Ooh, oh, right. There we go. Go. Oh, no, no, no. There we go. Okay. Okay, so swap those around. Ben, if you think I have the hand dexterity to do that, you are sadly mistaken. It's not popping up. Shoot. We might have a bad camera. So here's the thing. These cameras just sometimes just don't work. Like, that's kind of a known thing apparently with these cameras. I've had a few people tell me that they just don't work sometimes. So. Yeah. Yep, I think we got a dead camera because it ain't showing up. So camera's dead. I think the screw screwed it, unfortunately. Yep, I think we killed it. Let me plug the other camera in just to verify. Or we didn't kill it, the screw killed it. Because there is a bit of discoloration there. Okay, so yep, and then there's the other camera, the Avermedia one. Yep. So I got a feeling we got a dead camera. That's what it is. No cam. Yep, camera dead. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I killed it when I wired it up with the wrong USB cable yesterday, or something. It doesn't help the board bends, like the board is bent. Okay. Nope, she did. In the bin. That's what you get for buying cheap cameras. It is what it is. Expect a failure rate. I'm not concerned. Why do I use mainsail versus fluid? I have both on both machines, or many machines. I run both. I run whatever one is like usually the most up to date when I go and build the machine. When am I doing the hedemames? The hedemames we are building on Saturday. So that will be Saturday. Save the lens. Ooh, yeah, good point. Yeah. Oop. Yeah, go digging through the scrap bin. There we go. I'll just keep the whole thing put over here. Oh well. Okay, let's get the king rune out because we got to do some. I got to print something in flexible with this thing. So for flexible, I have green or red. Those are my only two options for flexibles right now: green or red. I think we're gonna go red because it's the softest flexible I got. Actually, no, this thing has a stupid external power supply. That's right. Ugh. Is it off? It's off. Good. This. Get rid of that. Mames can go over here. Need those tomorrow or Saturday. Actually, did I print everything? Yeah, I got everything printed. Go up top for now. Turn the printer on. Fan wine. Good old fan wine. Green or blue? I only have red. I've spent far more time than I would like to reading NASA doc. I've seen that NASA doc, like how to solder thing before in the past, believe me. The thing is, if you believe I have the hand dexterity to even do that, you are sadly mistaken. Yeah, we're gonna do red because it's like a red transparent. It's the flexiest thing I got. And H-Zone, thank you for coming a member. That. So in the meantime, what is something in flexible material that is fun to print? Yeah. So by the way, camera is working again. Woo. So we're good. So I need something in flexibles. What should we print out of flexible material? Rubber ducky. I'm not gonna do it. Rubber ducky is boring. Wheel. Oh, the vase boat spaceship. Yeah. Yeah, that spaceship. Most popular spaceship. What is it called? What is that spaceship called? The Deadpool bust. Ding ding. Enough with the ding-dings. Just ding-dings with you guys. That's all it ever is just ding-dings. There we go. That goes there. That goes there. It'll be fun feeding this filament into that thing. God, it's like pushing rope here. Oh, oh, nope, nope, nope. No, don't feed the dog hair in with the filament. Maybe that is dog. I don't know if that's dog hair. Okay. So, extrude. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. So, we need to put something on here. A CNC part. I don't think that would work too well. Don't want to lose that. Okay, so we are on printables. Let's see what we get when I type in Flexi. Let's see what the first hit is for Flexi. Triceratops. No, I don't want that. Squishy? Squishy. Let's see what's under squishy. Don't forget, we are going to be doing a draw. I don't know how long we're going to stream today. 4:30 or 5. But if you do want to win a spool of filament from Polymaker, the link is in the description. Do this now. Type TPU. TPU. Ooh, some feet. You know, let's do a Flexi Benchy. I don't think I've ever done a Flexi Benchy. Heavily tuned ABS, what? Yeah, we'll just do a Benchy. I don't think I've ever done a flexible Benchy. Oh, wait, no, not that Ultimaker. It has a material filter. They call it TPU Flex though. I don't want that Kira. Unpin from start. Where's my other Kira? Where's the good Kira? Ultimaker. Where is Ultimaker? Kira. Nope. Nope. God damn it, Windows. Ultimaker. Kira. 5.0. There we go. Into start. There we go. 5.0. Okay. Flexi calibration dragon. There's a calibration dragon? Ooh, toothless. Oh, it's multiple pieces though. Well, Flexi Pikachu. Well, it's red. We need something red. Oh, these are profiles. That's why. Cali Dragon. Ooh. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, we're gonna do this guy. Okay, there's different variants. Cali Dragon. Oh, look at the little guy. Okay, so material. is generic TPU. I don't know if dynamic quality, standard quality. Well, it played with the temperatures, so I'm assuming this is a TPU profile for this thing. It is what it is. We'll see what we get. It's only a 45-minute print, so we might let the print go. See what we get. We'll see what we get. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Where are my tweezers? Oh, there we go. Okay, printing. Tally Dragon. Confirm. There we go. Okay. See what we get. See what we get. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. It is what it is. Kind of disappointed I killed that camera. Not gonna lie. Would've been nice. Now I gotta order another one, and they take freaking forever to come in from AliExpress, because I think I ordered the other one like literally... I ordered them both like a month plus ago. Clockwork 1 and TPU. Clockwork 2 is better optimized for flexibles, by the way. So now I have a spare Pi 3 kicking around. Is it extruding? Yeah, it's extruding. So somebody told me that this machine's actually pretty decent at flexibles. So we shall see. Let me get, okay, there you go. Yeah. What is the camera called? It's an OV something 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 something. So here is the link to what I have. Does it matter if I buy a Dragon V1 or 2? Get a V2 if you can. The V1 had the same issue as the first gen of Slice, where the tube can slightly be misaligned with the frame at the top and can cause filament to shear going in, which is not good. Which printer? It's a King Rune. CW2 or LGX, leaning towards ratchet of the LGX. I really like my LGXs. I've got LGXs in 3 machines, and I really like them. So take that as you will. And then, by the way, tomorrow's live streams for members, the members only live stream tomorrow will probably be in the afternoon. Because the little guy's not in daycare, and I think me doing a stream with a 4-year-old running around would probably be not... I wouldn't be able to devote myself to entertaining you, put it that way. So, yeah. It'll probably be in the afternoon sometime, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours. Ooh. Ooh. Focus. I know some people are asking after the video, so yeah, you can't even tell this is like... This is what it literally is, that if you watch the video where I talk to the guy, this is literally how it is. It's just this shim stock, and they just weld it together, and then they machine out whatever. So that's that Fabrasonic stuff. I got the little demo. Camera cost $25 with shipping. I know. It sucks that I killed one. Yeah, I'm not too happy that I killed one, believe me. But it is what it is. I mean, you could always pay, you know, $32 and get it here within, you know, 3 weeks. Amazon Canada. Why am I so zoomed in? There we go. What do you think of that flexi bed on the king room? Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm filming the video on the review for this printer this week. It definitely is a cheap printer. Let's put it that way. It works. I've printed some pretty good things on it. It's punching above its weight, I will say, in terms of cost, but it's definitely a cheap printer. From Waveshare. You can buy that on Waveshare. Waveshare? Oh, you can buy the camera on Waveshare. The thing is, though, the one on Waveshare, oh, it's $27 still. It's got the fixed lens. Or wait, no, there's autofocus, fixed focus. Okay, yeah, so you can get it. So yeah. Actually, I don't even know. There's like different ones. I don't know. Chris, I'm not gonna. I'd rather not risk it at this point. I don't want to kill two, or you know, screw up something else. And I'm pretty sure I did short it out. There's discoloration on the camera itself. I tried soldering an extension on it yesterday. That's what caused the initial issue, and then I tried it again today. So. The Wham Bam PEX worth it? I don't know. I've never used a Wham Bam sheet. Clockwork 1 or 2? 2. Once it's done. Wait for the beta to finish. Or wait for the final version to be released. I could have sworn I had another camera. That's the thing. Like, I legit don't know. I have like 2 or 3 other webcams in this room somewhere, and I don't know where they are. Like, I have no idea where I put them. Tips for PETG for a total newbie. Travel within perimeters. Enable Z-Hop. Enable Z-Hop. Have you mastered swapping out Revo nozzles? Yeah, works pretty good. Fixed or auto? Personally, I like fixed focus because then you don't have to worry about it ever becoming out of focus. Because you can just, you know, adjust it. And then it just stays locked, essentially. Like autofocus, I find is kind of annoying, especially if when the tool head's moving around. It'll like sometimes focus on the tool head, sometimes focus what's depends on where the camera's at too. Like if it's like something like this, where the camera's looking down on the print area, it'll randomly focus on the tool head as the tool head's moving around. So you don't want it like randomly focusing on the tool head and then onto the print bed and then to the tool head and then the print bed. If it's like looking directly on at the print, like something like this, it might not be that big of an issue. Thoughts on Revo Voron versus Revo Mini? I would say go with the one with Voron in it for the Voron build, personally. Oh, PLA. Okay. So right now, I am printing. I'm actually running. I've printed more PETG this week, and by this week I mean yesterday and Sunday, than I have in the past 4.5 years of 3D printing. And literally it's all in these. So all the black parts are PETG and the blue parts are PETG. So for the hedamames and the minamames. And I've been printing them very successfully on smooth PEI flex plates, but on top of that, so yeah, you're gonna have to wait. So, we'll see. Oop. Let me just get that off out of frame. Got to get that engagement somehow. No, PETG on smooth PI, you gotta be careful because it can stick too well to it. So you want to use something kind of like not quite a release agent, but you want like an interface layer. I guess Windex is something people use, or glue stick. I've got a little something that I'm playing with right now that I can't really say anything, but it works really good. Actually, really good, and I'm using it on all my machines right now. Separation layer, there you go. Yeah, you got to get that YouTube engagement. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, smash the like button, sign up for my BBS, or whatever it's called. What was it? Do you remember there was like a RSS feed? Remember RSS feeds? You'd have like a little widget on your desktop on like Windows 7 where you have like RSS feeds. I remember that. Remember that? That's still a thing. And also don't forget, we got the giveaway at the end of stream whenever this is done printing. Member stream tomorrow. Print and chill Friday. I don't know what we're going to do for that. We'll figure something out. Maybe print on the Micron. I haven't actually printed on it yet, other than the one print. Yeah, fun week. Waiting on stuff to come in. Right now, that's where we're at right now. I'm waiting on stuff to come in for projects. So, still use RSS? Okay, so it's still around. I remember like RSS was kind of like, not like Twitter, but like pre-Twitter, where like you'd follow like, it'd be like short little snippet news things. I don't know. I miss Windows 7. Oh yeah, you'd have all the widgets on the side of your screen. And then everyone just stopped using them. ICQ. ICQ. See, where I'm up in Canada, and it was MSN Messenger was the big one up here. That was the big one up here, was MSN Messenger. AOL. Yeah, AOL I think was more popular in the States. I obviously in Canada, so. MIRC. I wonder if I could just... Yeah, see, that's too big. I'm trying to figure out... I need to figure out a camera for this guy now. I wish I didn't kill it. That sucks. Big in Michigan too. That makes sense. I'm in, you know, Southern Ontario, so it kind of makes sense if MSN was, or yeah, MSN Messenger was big over there. Back in my day. Yeah, well, there we go. You can see Prusa Cam, and it's really not great camera angle. It's good enough to find out if something's going to shit. That's pretty much it. Netscape Navigator. Ooh. Now I'll have to 3D print the save icon. You mean the floppy disk? I remember, so, our computers at school, we got our first desktop, I want to say 98. I want to say 98. It was a Pentium 2. That was our first desktop. Whenever Pentium 2s came out, that was our first family computer. And I was in grade 2 or 3. And I remember we had it because it was running Windows. It ran Windows 98. But the school had iMacs. And they were the iMac with the hockey puck mouse. So what would happen is I would like write a project at home. I would bring it to school, bring the floppy disk to school, and I would plug it into the Mac. And it'd be like, oh, you have to format this. So I would hit format. And then I'd be like, oh, my stuff is gone. So I would like save stuff to it at school and then go home, like a game or something. And then I would go home and try to save it to my home computer. And as soon as I plugged it in my home computer, it would go, oh, you have to format it. And I'd be like, okay. And yeah, I never figured that out. It took me a bit to figure that out. And that was the last time I used a Mac, by the way. M player. What is it? What is it? Winamp? Winamp. Wait. Let me pull it up. Let me nostalgia bomb you guys. Mute that. Turn that up. Okay, here we go.
Winamp. It really whips the llama's ass.
Yeah, Winamp. And then here, just to give you, just to put it a little bit more in the mood. There we go. Got the visualizer going. You got Winamp going. It's 1999. You just finished downloading that CD on Napster. You only had to do it twice because Mom picked up the phone the first time. And afterwards, you're going to play Roller Coaster Tycoon on the CD you got in the box of Cheerios for breakfast. LimeWire. Oh, LimeWire was so scuffed. So many viruses and bad things on it. Like, it was... LimeWire was scuffed. Oh yeah, I'm streaming in too high resolution. I would have had to drop it down to 180 by 180. Real Player. Oh god, I remember Real Player trying to watch like news like videos and like, oh god. Like I remember Leroy Jenkins. Okay, the Leroy Jenkins meme and the Numa Numa, you had to go like Newgrounds because like before YouTube, there really was no economical way of getting videos on the internet, like to put your own videos on the internet. It just wasn't really a thing before like YouTube, what made it like easy. It like watch everything in Flash. Yep, my channel name is Nero 3D is from back when I started playing StarCraft. I needed a name for my Battle.net account. And I had Nero Burning Software was on my desktop. So I went and used Nero, but it was taken. And I had just played I think it was a Wolfenstein game. And I like one of the levels, the bad guys were named Uber Soldiers. And I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. So it was Uber Nero. So if you're on the Voron Discord, that's why it's Uber Nero. That's like the 1999 CS 1.6 name that I still stick with. Only in my case, it's StarCraft. And when I created my YouTube channel in 2006, it was Naroga, which was my World of Warcraft character's name back then. Because I'm very clever with naming. And I just added 3D on the end because I do 3D stuff now. Or the BBS is at 14 kilobit. Oof. Back in my day. The Beatles, Hey Jude.mp3.exe. Exactly. Exactly. How often do I print TPU? Not often. Not often. Honestly, I print little knickknacks for my son to play with out of TPU most of the time. I need to get some more. I've gone through less than a kilogram of TPU in my life. I just don't print it normally. It's like multi-material. I don't really do multicolor prints. It's just not something I do. TRS-80, oof. Back in my day. Did you print multi-material like multicolor? I don't do multi-material because I don't have a dual nozzle setup. With multicolor, it's okay, like, because usually you're using the same filament type, you're using like PLA or something. With multi-material, you have issues where you need different melting temperatures, you have contamination, so you really don't want to be printing on the same nozzle, because if you're printing with dissolvable filament and non-dissolvable filament, when you switch between the two, there's a risk you don't purge enough of it out that it will degrade the other. So either your dissolvable won't dissolve or your non-dissolvable will dissolve. You don't want that. So you either have to purge a crap ton and waste it. Ideally, you want like an IDEX or a multi-tool head setup, like a Prusa XL or any sort of IDEX machine for multi-material. I only have multi-color setups. So I got the switch wire with the ERKFA on top. Although I might have something else on the way. What flow would a V6 have if you swapped it to a bimetal heat block and a copper heat block and a brass nozzle? Honestly, a V6 with a titanium heat break, a copper block, and a CHT nozzle would be actually pretty dang functional. And if you want to print a ton of abrasives, throw a hardened nozzle in that. Can I run Clipper on a TRS-80? If you can install Linux on it, maybe. Might not, though. Although, no, you probably couldn't use it as an MCU user. How much flow could a V6 flow if a V6 could flow? People severely overestimate the flow of how much they need. Anchor mate? No. Am I building the Hedamames? Yes, we are building the Hedamames on Saturday night. The Saturday night stream, we're going to do the Hedamames. What do I think of the Diamondbacks? They're great. I'm running one in Toasty right now. They just work. They are super solid nozzles. The only thing I could say about them bad is they're expensive. They're like $100 nozzle. Okay, it is what it is. There's a sintered diamond, like an engineered diamond in the tip. They're not cheap to make, I'm assuming. The company that makes them does like industrial, like drilling machine tool bits. Like they're a heavy duty company. They just started making 3D printer nozzles using the stuff they do already. So anyways, do I recommend it? TLDR, if you plan on printing nothing but abrasives all day, every day, and you need maximum uptime, go for it. If you just kind of occasionally want to print some wood fill, hard to justify at that point. But it is a pretty much like a one and done nozzle solution for V6 style. Medium Core XY makes sense, 180 to 235. Yep. I've got V0s, those are 120 Core XYs. Have I ever thought about building an ERKFA? Done. Built it on stream. There's a whole series on it. Check the playlist on the channel. Double OC. Am I going to build a head of mommies on? Yes, I just said that like 5 minutes ago. Yes, I am building them on stream. Saturday. This Saturday. 8 p.m. EST is when we do the Saturday streams. Thoughts on Overture? I think I used the spool back in the day. I think it was fine. I don't know. If you're wearing your nozzles out in 30 to 60 days, then at that point, if you're wearing them out, then yeah, it might be worth it at that point in your case, Bill there. Ruby, I'm not a fan of the rubies. How about building one of those robot? I barely have enough room for my arms in this room. Like, I can't put my arms out and spin anywhere in this room and not hit something. So, I think I don't have room for that. This is a KPS3, which I'm doing a review on. The video should be out Saturday, hopefully. But I haven't done flexibles on it, so I got to test flexibles. So that's what we're doing right now. And then the Prusa is printing a Flexi Gyarados. Mount it to the ceiling. It's right here. The ceiling's right here. I can touch the ceiling. It would hit my head. I ain't got room in this room. I have been trying to find... I have been looking for potential, like, place to rent to, like, do everything out of, now that this is kind of like my job. Problem is budget and location is not being kind to me, so. A booger on the blueprint? Nope, there's no booger on the blueprint. Oh, on the end there. I see. Well, that failed. Popped off. Let me try again. Cancel. So what failed this time? What failed this time? Oh. Oh, geez. How did I not notice that this is unsupported back here? There's our problem. I need support. Jeez, how did I not realize that? Okay, this Gyarados is not designed for... Okay, let's see. There we go. Okay, is anything else? Yeah, the wings, the freaking wings, those aren't going to be supported. I am so used to like working on models that are like... Okay. Wait, are any of these ones? Okay, those ones will support themselves. Those ones will, so it's just these ones. That one, and then the eyes. Yeah, these. Okay, there we go. And then the teeth. Okay, I think we're okay there. I think... There we go. I think we're okay there. I think we're okay there. Slice that. What's like this Prusa slicer? There we go. Okay, so now we got support. There we go. Okay, export G code. There we go. Save. So delete that. Delete that. Upload. Make it Gyarados. There we go. Switch to snug supports. Where are snug supports? Print settings. Support? Where is snug at? Oh, snug. Okay, we'll try snug supports. I don't think I've ever used snug supports. I didn't even know that was a thing. Oh, I see what you mean. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much less wasteful. Okay. And it saves like 45 minutes on the print time. Cool. Okay. Cancel that upload. Super Slicer is Prusa Slicer is Slicer. Yeah, so Slicer, Prusa Slicer is a fork of Slicer, and Super Slicer is a fork of Prusa Slicer. Cura 5.0. Why aren't you uploading? Upload. This is Cura 5.0 right here on this guy. And I don't know, it seems to be working fine. Oop. Okay, somehow I crashed Prusa Slicer. Or printer. 1 second. Off. On. So whenever this print finishes is when we're going to do the draw, by the way. So if you want a chance to win a spool of filament from Polymaker, you have until this print finishes to enter. Link is in the description. Can you explain how I could get better prints from files sliced for Clipper and printed on Marlin machines that files sliced for Marlin? I don't think I've ever tried that, but it could be the way the G-code's generated in Motion Pass? Okay. So, did you use previous versions of Cura, John? Or are you like going into it blind? Because I'm sure the difference will be a lot if you already have like tuned profiles in one version versus like you've been used to running like tuned profiles in like Super Slicer, and then you jump over to Cura where the profile is like completely different. Okay, then yeah, then in that case, was it just the prints come out looking like poo-poo, or? File to upload here. There we go. Okay, print. Quality's crap and none of the plugins work yet and Duet Wi-Fi function. Okay, then yeah, then definitely downgrade it if you're having issues like that. I will say though, this little dragon's coming out pretty, looking pretty good. I'm probably going to reprint them at a bigger scale, actually. Let's see here. Scale. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to reprint this guy at a bigger scale because he's actually coming out pretty good. No, that I don't think that's the secret sauce. The secret sauce to Clipper is the motion planner in Clipper. Clipper's motion planner is very, very well thought out. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of its roots are in like SmoothieWare. And also the fact that you can leverage the Raspberry Pi for the extra power to calculate things better. Science. Yeah, never jump on anything new. Yeah. Again, if it ain't broke, just leave it. If it ain't broke, fix it till it is. Been loving the shoulder cam rapid vids. Cheers! Yeah, I fully acknowledge those videos have issues in terms of like video quality and audio. Well, video quality is pretty good. A lot of people didn't like the fisheye, but like when you are literally standing like from me to like the camera away, like you kind of have to take, you either get everything in frame and you get a fisheye look, or you get, you know, people losing their head, which if you watch the Diamondback video, I had the mid-lens selected in the options, and poor Harris lost his head for a lot of that. So, you win some, you lose some. And then the audio was a joke. The audio was last minute. I fully admit there was issues with the audio. So I ended up using just the onboard camera and ran it through a noise filter to do what I could. So. Yeah, but yeah, I'm editing tomorrow's video tonight. So if you're a channel member, or if somebody is, you know, you're lucky enough to get a gifted membership, it'll be out tonight at some point for you to watch early, or in the morning if you don't want to wait till like noon. Main point is content. Exactly. I don't play the YouTube game. Well, it's my job. But I don't play the whole chase the algorithm, chase like the YouTube algorithm, and I put out whatever I put out. Oh my god, this video did horrible. Okay. I don't care. There's only been 1 or 2 videos that I put out that didn't do as good as I would hope, that I actually felt a little bad. Every other video, if it just doesn't do good, I just go, okay. Still going live on Tuesday. I'm a streamer that does videos. That's how I justify it. I put out content. I mean, let's be honest. I'm putting out anywhere from what, 9+ hours a week. So if you really can't get enough of me in those 10-minute videos, there's also 9 hours of live content a week usually you can watch. As long as I don't clickbait. If I ever clickbait anything, it's because I'm doing ironically. If I think it's funny, I'll do it. It's like Raid. No joke, if Raid ever contacts me, I'm going to take the money. I will. And I'm going to make the piss out of them. Because like I'm just going to have fun. Or what? Take the piss? Whatever the British comment slang is. But anyways, if Raid ever contacts me, if they show up with a bag of money, I'm going to take the bag of money. And it's going to be the dumbest ad ever. I'm going to have so much fun with it. And then what I'll do is I'll timestamp it so you can just skip it. Clickbait the Prusa video. Take the piss. Yeah, it's take the piss. That's right. How much backlash did I get from the first printer? Not as much as I thought I would, and it really... Here's the thing. I did a poll, and a lot of people have the opinion, around 50% of people say, I bought a crappy printer as my first printer and I was happy to upgrade it. And then it was 25%, I wish I had never done it, and 25% that said, oh, my first printer worked out of the box, I didn't have to fiddle with it. But if you go to the comments to that video, it's exactly what I thought it would be. There was a ton of people that were commenting like, yes, I agree with this. I had so many issues, it was a pain in the butt. And then you would have the people that said, this is dumb, I bought a $99 Ender 3 and it worked just fine for me. Like, that's exactly what I figured. Steppers, how hot is too hot? Adrian, thanks for the 10. If you could touch your stepper motor and hold your hands on it for a couple seconds without, you know, burning yourself, you're fine. Stepper motors, good ones are rated to like 100 Celsius, just so you know. Linus has been horrible for years. Linus has 60 employees he has to keep fed and employed and paid and roofs over their heads. So I fully understand why he does ad reads. He can't support what he does at his size without doing ads. I have no problem with YouTubers doing ads. Just skip it. Move your mouse, go click. Doesn't impact you. Now, if they do shilling, that's different. There's a difference between, you know, a paid ad spot and either misrepresenting a preview as an ad or straight up shilling. Those are different. But an ad is an ad, in my opinion. If an ad allows a content creator I enjoy to do better content or pay for better content in the future, I'm okay with it. But that's me. Everyone has their own opinion. Advanced. Yeah, if you have like add-ons and there's all kinds of stuff to skip it. Tell me what the first 3D printer will be. If you're asking me what printer to get as a first printer, go get a Prusa Mini. Some people don't watch animated shows. This print's coming along pretty good. I am literally going to start this print at 300% right after. I want to print this big, and then tomorrow I'm going to record the video, hopefully, or at least start to. If I see an ad, as long as you only got to wait the 5 seconds. For those ads that are 5 seconds, like you can skip after 5, skip them. Seriously. I'll be honest, I run ad blocker on my machines. Should get a Pantheon. I would love to have a Pantheon, but unfortunately they're $8 grand and they cost $300 to ship across the country. So it's a little out of my budget. I would have to, you know, sell a lot of black market Voron kits to make up for that. Think you can convince them to sponsor me? Well, what are you talking about sponsor? Like, as awesome as you guys are, I don't think we have enough pull as a community to get me an 8 grand printer. Okay, let's be real here. Okay, I'm lucky I get like the Ender 3 clone trash contacts every now and then. So I think we're just starting to get to the point where like the Gucci stuff might show up occasionally, but gotta be real here. Let's be real here. When I win the lottery, you can get a Pantheon. Okay, hey, I got a lottery ticket too. I gotta win first. Voron black market, how would that work? Very carefully. Or you just, you know, list part kits on the flea market, which is closed right now, actually. Pantheon fund. Yeah, we'll have a Pantheon fund after we finish the fundraiser so I could pay off Big Papa Joey P for the Prusa XL, and also when we finish the funding for the shovel so that I could dig a bigger basement so I have more room to work out of. John Stern, $2 Pantheon fund. 2 down, 7,998 to go. and then convert that to Canadian. I see stringing. Yeah, there's a little bit of string in there. This is literally the very first flexible filament we've printed on this machine, so. Why is, oh, 1 second here. Crucicam is frozen. Refresh. There we go. Do you think any designers might try to make a budget Pantheon? I don't know. The problem is, they have their, okay, this is, I'm speaking my own opinion here, okay? They have their market with that machine, okay? If you go up higher in price, the machines get really expensive and really big really quick. But in terms of a machine that isn't a complete over-engineered tank that you have to pour a concrete reinforced slab to put it on, and then compare it down to like Ultimakers and the MakerBot machines that are in a lower price point, they've got their niche, which is a very fast, very reliable machine that doesn't need a heated enclosure, or doesn't have a heated enclosure for like models and props and like that sort of thing. And it does what it does very well. So if they were to try and make it, now they are, you know, speaking to them, I don't, it'll be on the 1 day video. So I spent like 30 minutes at their booth with the camera on, by the way. There is a video I recorded the first day where I walked around Rapid for almost 2 hours. And it's a full 2-hour video uncut, except for the one point where the camera died. That video will be released for members once I finish all the other Rapid videos. So I'll push that video out. It'll be members only for like a month, and then I'll put it out public because it's unedited. And it's like kind of behind the scenes-y. But they are kind of working at a smaller scale one that doesn't use as big ball screws and as big servos, but they're working on it. The issue is supply. That's the problem. They went with the stuff they have because that's, with today's day and age, it's, you know, it makes more sense. It's a more common size. Tesla Pulse 2, cheers, appreciate more Pantheon money or doggo treats. There we go. The wife buys the doggo treats. Mounting method might have given some of the Voron team idea. On the Pantheon, that thing is all custom engineering. Bet there's a shot that you can get Ascent a V-Core 3. That would be cool. Wow, that looks really weird when I wink. Did I get the crazy storm? Nope, that storm happened 8 or 9 hours north of me. Have I broken any Revos? I had a beta unit. It had beta unit issues, but those were addressed in production. And it technically still works. So, Mosaic printer looks slow. It does. I found this cam. Cool. Pantheon is 8K USD. Once you get above a certain price point for like production goods and consumer goods like 3D printers or any type of CNC machine, it's USD. Everything's in USD. It's like when you go to a website and you just see request a quote instead of a price, you know you're spending big money. Then it's going to be in American dollars. After my experience of tweaking, I read that as twerking, but tweaking my CR10 to no end, my dad asked for 3D printer recommendations. I immediately recommended Prism. Exactly. Keyvort with ball screws and servos would be a start. The thing is, with ball screws, you have to spend money to get good ball screws. That's the thing. Like, you can get by with cheap AliExpress ball screws to a point, but at the type of clientele Pantheon is aiming at, you want to go good ball screws. And good ball screws are a couple hundred each. Yay, it's done. So we got a little bit of fuzz. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay, so this flex plate is garbage. Okay, it is literally just a magnet. There's no steel in here. It's just that. So the problem is, I printed something like the first day and it like kinked, like it stuck to the bed a little too well. And when I bent the bed, it actually kinked the bed. And there's like a divot in the bed now that I can't get rid of. It's just going to be there forever, I think. Or I could just throw a flex plate on it and call it a day. Okay, let's take this out. Get the bigger print going. And then we're going to do our draw. So we're going to do the draw at 5 o'clock. We'll do the draw right at 5, I guess. Let's... save for removable disc. The keyring flex plate is actually very well made. Is it? Do they have another one? Because this one right here, like, the material is so soft. If you get a print that's stuck to it and you're trying to flex it off, I actually kinked it. Like, there is a divot. Like, you can see it right there. Okay, that's on the bottom. And on the top, there's like 2 bumps. And I can't get rid of them. I can't. Like, it's too flexy. Did it not save? Did I? Next sticker not working? No, aren't you working? Come on. You made the doot 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 noise. There we go. Okay. Save. There we go. Any thoughts on the OSEQ build plate? Glad you mentioned that. Got one. I got a 181. Focus on me. Focus on me. There we go. There we go. I got one. I haven't played with it yet, though. Printing. Cali Dragon. Confirm. Okay, so Cali Dragon. Let's see what we got. So this is the very first print on this machine in flexible. We got stringing between the 2 horns. Yeah, so it is a little stringy, but in terms of like the actual surface finish, looks really good. It's flexible. So I'm going to print this at 300% now and let that go. When branded build plates? I have some from Fabrico, but I don't know if he plans on selling them in the store or how that would work. Remember, I live in Canada, so shipping for me is stupid to ship it anywhere. What's the best recommended? I'm using a lot of Fabrico brand flex plates right now. A cheap option would be like Energetic. Yeah. Any issues with the KP3S? Watch the video when I get to making it. I missed the super chat. I missed the super chat. Oh, Nero drops. Cheers. 5. Sorry, I missed that. Got the Cobra 5. Got a Cobra 5 weeks ago as a newbie in 3D printing. After 500 hours of print time in 5 weeks, it's time for an upgrade next week. Hopefully, get my Trident. Nice. Cheers. Sorry, I missed that. Have I saw a Bear Marta Mini? I have not. I have not. Let's take a look. Prusa Mini Bear Mod. Prusa Mini Bear Mod. Okay. Well, that's not a Prusa Mini anymore. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Okay. If you take a printer and completely rebuild it using off-the-shelf stuff and pretty much nothing on the printer is like, other than like a controller board, is like from the original that you couldn't just source elsewhere. Like if you could source everything that you just built without needing that original printer, you didn't mod it, you just built a new printer using some scraps. I don't think it's a mod at that point. That's my kind of opinion. But the Prusa Mini is supposed to be like a little cheap compact printer, and then you're turning it into a regular Prusa. Just get a Prusa at that point. Because the cost of buying a Mini and then doing this to the Mini is pushing near the price of just building your own Prusa. Yeah, the Mini Bear mod. Yeah, this just seems like this just seems like fixing a problem that isn't a thing. Build a bonsai at that point. If you want a little Cartesian. Because you gotta source another, you gotta source a whole other Z setup. These are different lead screws. Yeah, this is like a custom machine. The only thing that's the same is like the bed carriage. Which, you know, 180 is a nice bed size, but, and then that's a Prusa hotend. Yeah, it's just a Mark III hotend right there. So it's a Prusa Mark III just built with a 180 bed. That's pretty much in the electronics. I don't know. I don't think that's, I don't know. You just built a smaller Prusa Mark III with the mini bed. So is it a Prusa mod or a mini mod? Thoughts on Kralin? He made everything open source with his VC. Cool. The thing is, a lot of it's still custom stuff that I don't like have access to, essentially. It looks cool though. It'd be fun to build. You can go bigger with a cantilever. Just how rigid of a cantilever, and are you able to build it and accept the costs and downsides of it? Switchwire, yeah, the Switchwire uses a Prusa Mark 52 bed, which you can get anywhere. Yeah, there's a lot of custom stuff in the positron. What am I printing on the Prusa? We're doing a Flexi Gyarados. Did I just hear something? Or did it miss notify? I don't know. I thought I heard a notification. VZBot, yeah, as far as I'm aware, the VZBot has a lot of custom stuff in it too. But I think there's like, you can print a lot of it too. Thoughts on the Obsidian? I can't wait to get my hands on some. Oh, someone bought merch. Okay, that makes sense. I forgot it doesn't pop up in the notifications. So yeah, so that person probably got themselves, I don't know what they got, but you know, you can get awesome stuff like this Only Benchies hat or shirts or stickers at the Only Benchies store. So if you're interested in getting some sweet merch, check out the store. If you bring it to Murph, I don't know, I'm not going to sign it unless you really want me to, because I think that's weird, but I'll say hi. Put the hat over there. Actually, I'll put the hat on. There we go. I'm a billboard. Worldwide shipping for the draw. Yeah, if you want to, the Polymaker filament's worldwide shipping. For Only Benchies merch, I'm pretty sure it is as well. It's just the cost. No, the Prusa webcam is just a cheap old knockoff PyCam. But we will be doing the draw in like 4 minutes. So make sure, if you have not entered for the Polymaker filament, enter now. Do this now. Is the printer on? Oh, it's being hit. Yeah, it's in a really shitty spot. The camera's in a really shitty spot. It's like held on with double-sided tape, and it keeps getting bumped. So I'm probably going to actually remove it. Yeah, the camera is not in a great spot. So actually, it's probably gonna fall. So I'm just gonna move. That might stay. We'll see. Actually, no, that's a bad spot. It's gonna hit every time that does that. Yeah. Okay, goodbye, camera. Goodbye. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. There you go. Be free. There we go. Oh, whatever. Hey, it's me. I gotta figure out a better solution. Yeah, the camera, where the camera's supposed to go, the ribbon cable doesn't reach. So I ordered a new ribbon cable. It won't be here for a bit. So you get to choose the filament. You do. You do. Any downside to embedding neodymium magnets in the aluminum bed instead of using the magnetic sticker? Machining, you have to make sure that whatever adhesive you're using can withstand the temperature. You also have to ensure that the magnets themselves are rated for the temperatures themselves, because magnets, as they get hot, they lose their magneticity. What the heck? Why is it so freaking expensive to ship between USA and Canada? Because it sucks. Because shipping to Canada sucks. And shipping within Canada sucks. Can't magnets also mess with inductive probes? They do. That's why the Prusa, when they do their bed mesh, it's specifically set up in a way so that it doesn't probe where the magnets are. Did you see the printer that can print upside down in a backpack? Yeah, it's a Delta, right? Well, here's the thing, like 3D printers, 3D printers can print, you know, in all axes. Like, you can take a 3D printer and like flip it upside down mid-print and it'll still print, right? Like, they don't care. They just don't care. As long as your system is rigid enough that it doesn't flop all over the place. Oh, the positron. Yeah, that's come up several times already during the stream. It's interesting. It would be cool to build, but there's still a lot of custom stuff on it that I would not be able to source. 'Cause I don't have a machine shop. So if there's kits, maybe, but as it is right now, not really. Guido Hendricks, $4.99. Cheers, you're a legend. Oh, thank you. Enjoying every minute of the LDO kit streams. Can't wait to build it myself. Awesome. What's being done? We are printing. We already printed this little dragon in some flexible TPU, and now we're printing a bigger one. But we're just killing time because we're going to do a draw right now. So if you have not entered for the draw, I'm going to give you like 1 minute. Enter the draw. Link in the description if you want to win some Polymaker filament. Do this now. Because we're going to do a draw, and then I'm going to go get lunch or dinner because I'm hungry. I want to get pizza. Pizza. What's the shirt? It's the Hillibert Curve shirt. I got it on the Joel store, 3D printing nerd store. Good thing you guys decided not to use synchro mesh cables. Yeah, that. Cables are annoying. We found that out with switchwire development. The problem with cables is when they go around the motor, you have to like spin them, like wind them up. And as you wind the cable up, the OD changes. So a step is not the same distance consistently. It's an absolute pain in the butt. The switchwire was originally wire drive. And we switched, well, RCF switched to belts because he realized it's not practical. Hilbert, there you go, Hilbert curve. Cool, let's do the draw. Okay, it's 5 o'clock. If you have not entered, I'm sorry. But I gotta cut it off at some point, and I said 5. So, let me get all the names here. Oop. Okay, copy all the names. So how it's gonna work, if you win, you will receive an email from me pretty much right after stream. And there will be a form you fill out in that email, and that's how you get your filament. See, how many people do we got? How many people entered? Oh, geez. 625 people entered. Nice. copy and paste all that. Wait a minute for Wheel of Names to load everything. Polymaker ASA. I need to get my hands on some of the Polymaker stuff. People keep telling me it's good. I've only used the PLA, and I know the PLA is good, and a lot of people have said the ASA is good, so I gotta get my hands on something. Jeez. That scared the crap out of me. Okay, maybe flipping the printer around wasn't a good idea. Move you back here. There we go. There we go. That makes a little bit more sense. Okay. Vincent, 5. Cheers, appreciate it. In the middle of assembling V2, just disassembled and soaking the rails in 99 ice, but after reassembling the carriage is immobile. Like, are you talking it's locked up completely? And did you, like, fully disassemble it? Like, take it apart completely? Because we recommend don't take the carriage off the rails unless you absolutely have to. But yeah, if it's all locked up, that means you might have too many balls. If you took all the balls out and reballed it, you need a gap. Make sure you don't have it completely packed with balls. Okay. So we have 625 entries. So I need a number between 6 and 25. I need a number between 6 and 25. If you're the first one to give me a number, nothing's going to change, but I do need a number. $23. I could do that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, and 23. And big money. Somebody's getting some printer food. Let's spin the wheel. I need to figure out something funny to say for those. And the winner is Brian Snell. Brian. Sure, I got an email address for you. I do. Congratulations, Brian. You are going to get yourself a spool of filament from Polymaker. Put that over there so I don't lose your information. And there we go. Yay. And now I'm hungry. I think we're going to get pizza tonight. I'm feeling lazy tonight. I think we're going to do pizza. I'm still bummed out from killing that camera, though. That sucks. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe I'll try and reflow it or something. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. Okay. So that's the end of the stream there. Hope you enjoyed the stream today. As always, next Friday, or coming up Friday, will be a print and chill stream. We're just going to hang out and print something and just kind of chat like we normally do on Fridays. Saturday, we're building the hedamames. We're building 2 of them. We're building the regular hedamames, and this is the new version with a mic. And then we're going to build the minamames, which are like a more compact budget version, I guess. Guido, $9.99. Cheers. Have a beer? I will. I can do that. On me, it's my birthday. Happy, everyone in chat right now. Wish Guido a happy birthday. Do this now. And then also, don't forget, tomorrow will be the members only live stream. Mid-afternoon, like 7, I don't think it'll be 8 p.m., but it'll probably be around 6 or 7 p.m. Yeah. And then KP3S video hopefully this weekend, and more rapid videos tomorrow and hopefully Thursday. So if you remember, you'll get them a day early, hopefully. Okay, we're gonna end it there. I'm gonna go get some food, pick up the little guy at daycare. For those that joined the stream today, hope you enjoyed the show. For those that became members of the channel, donated some memberships, or super chatted during the stream, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do and create the content I create without your continued support. It's all because of you guys. Thank you and appreciate it. For everyone else, enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe out there and wash your hands. Cheers. Oh, and shout out to Polymaker again for the awesome spool of filament, and congratulations to the winner. Goodbye.